Welcome to the Random Ass Podcast. I'm your random asshole, Christopher Steele.
I'm the random asshole, Steele-Rhoads.
Alright, so this week I just told you that I want to talk a little bit about Cloak and Dagger.
Yes. I've seen a few episodes. I was pleasantly surprised with their interpretation. I have not seen it all, so
Right.
I'm not...
I love the interpretation. Even though parts of it are wrong.
It's always going to be wrong from the comic.
First off, how they got their powers in the comics is they were experimented on
Yep.
with a new synthetic drug,
Yes.
and they were the only survivors, and it gave them the powers. In all actuality, you find out later that they're actually mutants.
Right.
And the reason that they survived was because of them being mutants.
Which is a great spin. Which they'll be able to do in the long run.
Right.
Now.
Alright. But
At this point, they're just freaks. Like freaks of nature. Like, they don't know what the hell.
so, and mostly their stories didn't involve costume supervillains. Most of their stories revolved around taking down drug cartels.
Right. And actually, I just read a thing here where they're not actually mutants, they're mutates. Because it was retconned relatively early that they were, that their powers were derived from an external mutagenic source. They did that just for Civil War. For Civil War Battle Damage Report, to be specific. Most of the writers they don't think of them as a part of the mutant community.
Right. I wouldn't see them as part of the mutant community either. Now, my only real problem is I'm pretty sure in the comics
Mm-hmm.
they really can't survive without each other. The one feeds off of Cloak feeds off of Dagger's light, and Dagger feeds off of his darkness.
Yeah.
So they can't survive very long without the other. And they don't have that
Yet.
symbiotic relationship.
Yet.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, they're eventually going to discover that that's how they work. And it's the only way they can really... It is how they work. So, I mean, it's not... it's not something that can be avoided, but it can be not postponed, but kind of procrastinated upon.
Right.
Because they're not all that far from each other at any given point. And they've... As long as they're within each other's grasp, within a week or something like that,
right.
Okay.
But technically, their powers stem from 8 years earlier.
Right.
In the story. You've seen that much, right?
Yes.
Because right at the beginning.
Right.
Their powers stem from 8 years earlier. But they don't find out for 8 years. Just, I know it's little details that bug the hell out of me, but...
And there again, you might be jumping the gun on the storytelling.
Right.
There something might come about that draws that into the film.
Yeah, I figured... I was actually thinking...
That'd be an early arc.
By the end of the first season...
It would be acknowledged.
They truly become Cloak and Dagger.
Oh, not yet. Daredevil didn't become Daredevil at the end. He had just maybe started becoming full-on Daredevil by the end.
At the end of the first season, he got the outfit and everything. So.
But he still wasn't Daredevil. He was still learning to be Daredevil, just like these guys are going to be learning for a while because they're younger. You know, they started these guys really fucking young for this story. And Cloak and Dagger were like in their 30s when they kind of introduced them in the comics.
No, 17 and 16 respectively.
Oh, yep. No, yeah, so they did a fucking spot on job.
Actually, I think Dagger, Tondi, or
Tondi, yes.
Tondi.
Wait, is it Tondi? Tandy.
Tandy
and Ty.
She seems like she's a little bit older,
right?
Like a year or two, but she seems like she's older than him, and he's actually supposed to be the older one. The other thing was they're both runaways,
right? Which would be a great lead into the New Mutants or the Runaways, either one.
They already got the runaways,
right? So there you go. But that would be a kind of a fun crossover team up, Cloak and Dagger with the Runaways.
Actually, the crossover should be with New Mutants,
right?
Because
they were in a lot of New Mutants comics.
A lot, yes, and
like a stupid amount,
right? And when they found out they were mutants, was after Boom. And somebody else had taken their powers.
Okay.
And they didn't have the powers for a while. I think it was Boom. I'm not positive. But we have no idea what's going to happen with New Mutants. And
yeah, we were kind of, yeah.
Even Dark Phoenix.
Yeah, I hope they straighten some things up. Like,
I
never get Bryan Singer involved with an X-Men movie fucking again, please. Please. Like, he fucks them up royally. Like, Days of Future Past was fucking great. Apocalypse, I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I also didn't mistake that it was going to be an Age of Apocalypse story either. A lot of people were like, "Oh, it's going to be Age of Apocalypse." Like, no,
it's not.
It's the introduction of the character Apocalypse, and he'll be back. But because he never rushed full armor, so
right. But that was Bryan Singer.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. That's where you get the fucked up Angel. The fact that Angel's a teenager for fucking 30 years. The fact that Emma Frost is a fucking teenager in the 80s, yet somehow a fucking full-grown adult in the 60s. Somehow Weapon X happened in the 60s and the 80s, but with Wolverine twice. Like,
but first off, one Bryan Singer wasn't responsible for Origins.
No.
Or
he was responsible for 1, 2, and 3.
First Class.
No, First Class was fucking great. But he ignores First Class and he ignores Origins.
But he wasn't involved in First Class and Origins. Both have the age different on Emma Frost.
Right.
And that's not his fault. That's somebody else's fault for fucking those up.
Right.
The Weapon X program happened in like the 70s, and then happened in the 80s, but that different timeline.
Right. Wolverine having done what he'd done might have gotten things pushed off a stretch. Fair enough. So I said I didn't mind it, but I'm just not.
Bryan Singer it isn't bad.
Oh, he's fucking terrible, dude. Superman Returns? Are you fucking kidding me?
For X-Men.
He's terrible for X-Men, dude. He made Rogue Jubilee. He didn't fucking include the Sentinels. Like he took from a fucking source that he took from the cartoon.
Right.
Like everybody could fucking see it.
Yeah, he did.
And he ignored some of the best plot points, some of the best fucking characters. He just kind of, no, that's good. No, we don't want Jubilee. Let's get a white girl, a southern white girl, and just fucking destroy her character story. Just shit all over it. Like that's what he did. And Rogue, with Rogue being one of my favorite characters, it's fucking insulting.
I do agree with that. It is. Rogue was supposed to be a bad guy.
Yeah.
I agree. I totally agree with that.
Like, at this point, yeah, no, Rogue shouldn't have the power. If Anna Paquin's playing Rogue, no, she shouldn't have had the powers in any of the movies that she's appeared in of Captain Marvel. But now that they've got DC and Marvel together, they can actually fucking tell a good angle of this story, but they fucked it up from the get-go because Fox jumped the gun and just shat all over. They shat the bed, man.
Maybe they'll fix it.
Hopefully Marvel can clean it up. Hopefully Marvel just like, those are the Fox movies. Our X-Men are they're going to be there. I still stand firm that fucking Zac Efron should be fucking Wolverine, dude. He really is probably the best candidate. Body size, height.
I
also want Tyler Mane to return as Sabretooth just because fucking Zac Efron's here and like fucking Tyler Mane's way up here. I just want to see that fucking standoff, dude. That classic Wolverine. I want him in one of the costumes. I don't care if it's the fucking blue and yellow or the fucking brown and tan. Or the orange and tan. I don't care. Gotta be just one of those at one point. Somewhere along the line.
Right. I agree with that too. I see the brown and tan working better.
Yeah, me too.
So I will go with that one.
See, what I want though is for Wolverine to appear and Captain America, like, to be in like Wakanda or something, and frickin' Captain America's like, "What the hell are you doing here?" And he's like, "Yeah, I haven't seen you since the one." Like, and just like have that, like, they've known each other, but they didn't really fucking, you didn't see them together in the
right. Actually, and that's true, because Captain America, it ended up being flashback.
Right.
And it was before he had his claws. Wolverine. He was using sticks.
Okay, yeah.
And you liked how the shit worked, and I love to have something permanent.
Right.
And then he gets it. Then again, I think it was a Captain America flashback.
Yeah, I have a couple of the run with him and Wolverine together in World War II.
Right.
That's where I'm just like, that would be the fucking greatest.
And I'm
like,
pretty sure it's a
It is Captain America.
America flashback,
yep.
And not a Wolverine flashback.
Yeah, and in that one, Wolverine had the bone claws. Like, when he popped claws, they were bone claws. So it's like, you know, that I just love that whole concept of Captain America knowing Wolverine back in the day, seeing the bone claws and being like, well, that's fucked up. Let's kill fucking
Nazis.
Yep, let's go fucking bust some Nazi skulls.
But
Bryan Singer was a part of X-Men First Class. And Days of Future Past. Meh, okay, fair enough.
I thought he didn't do 3 and
Days of Future Past, he was director and producer. Apocalypse, director and producer. First Class, producer, and wrote the story. How can he fuck up his own shit that bad? It was X-Men 3 he had nothing to do with.
Right.
Okay.
And that's why they were going to... I don't know what the status of Dark Phoenix is. I'm pretty sure that's why he was going to do Dark Phoenix. Because I didn't have anything to do with that fucking Phoenix story. It was bullshit.
Yeah. Let's see. This one, Dark Phoenix, is going to be written and directed by Simon Kinberg. It's going to have the young cast.
Right.
Fassbender, Lawrence Holt, Quicksilver's going to be in it. That's good to know.
He's actually the best character.
Yep. Jessica Chastain is a mysterious shapeshifter who manipulates the Phoenix. Chastain described her character as clinical. That's odd. Psylocke is coming back. Daniel Cudmore, who previously played Colossus in the franchise, and Lamar Johnson appear in undisclosed roles. So, yeah.
Now, what's your feeling on Colossus? Deadpool Colossus or
Old X-Men Colossus? Well, they're both very accurate portrayals. I'm not gonna say that they're not. The old school, the first trilogy Colossus, he nailed it. Like, for having to be,
young,
like the young Colossus. They got the look right. They made the powers look reasonable and not fucking ridiculous. But the new fully CG Colossus, dude, he was fucking badass. That one seems like a perfect evolution of.
Right. The only problem I have with it
is you never see him out of the metal.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't like that because he can transform.
Wasn't there a certain point where he couldn't though? I'm thinking there might have been a point where he lost the ability to transform.
It would seem to me it'd be the other way around though. If he lost the ability to transform, he would be human.
True. Unless he got stuck in the metal form.
Or the only way I see him stuck in the metal form would be Unstoppable Colossus.
Which is what I'm thinking it is too. Which, dude, I would love to see that.
That's not Unstoppable Colossus, first off.
No, not yet. But dude, they had Juggernaut. That would be fucking amazing if he got the gem out of his hand, dude.
Well, he doesn't hold on to the gem. He hides the gem.
Ooh, does he show it up his ass? I can see Deadpool actually, like the Deadpool movies, actually doing that. Have Colossus squeeze Juggernaut so hard he shits the damn gem out and shrinks down back to his regular size.
He's still a big guy.
Right.
But
and Colossus being the knowledgeable person that he is, he would immediately be like, wait, you're Marco Kane. You're Xavier's half-brother. What the hell?
No. Not in the movie universe.
Yeah. They covered that in Deadpool too. When the kid and him are walking out of the jail. Oh, so you got a brother? Yeah, half-brother.
Oh, yeah.
He's a dick. He tried to get in my head once. It's just like, well, there's the acknowledgement.
Right. But in the X-Men movies, they replaced half-brother with adopted sister.
Right.
Mystique.
Right. Maybe. I mean, both are feasible, because Xavier never saw either of his parents or his fucking brother, because he was always at a private boarding school and shit for the longest time.
He did. No.
The only time he was at home was during summer break, and then they'd send his ass right back to camp. I remember those episodes very clearly.
And when he was home, Marco got shipped off to private school.
He got shipped off to military school. Xavier got shipped off to private school. It was like a Catholic.
For picking on Xavier too much.
Yep.
And we got sidetracked from Cloak and Dagger to X-Men.
Dude, how not? Right there just goes to prove how easy it is to merge the universes right together. Like the X-Men And like I was talking with someone earlier today about the Quicksilvers. I'm like, I know why they did the Quicksilver angle in Avengers. So when they do merge them, she'll have her brother back, but it won't really be her brother, and she'll be strangely attracted to him and not know why, and then they can cover that weird angle without it being super fucking creepy. I mean, because comic book fans know that the Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver have a kind of incestuous relationship at a certain point, and that would be the best way to do it and have it make sense.
Now, my biggest problem is, it's not a problem. It's just Inhumans.
Yeah,
was a failure.
Kinda. I don't think it. I fucking thought it was good, but
I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
My problem with that is, with it being a failure,
we're not going to get any more of them.
We're not going to get more, and you kind of need it. Crystal is Quicksilver's wife.
Right.
So, yeah. But, I don't think that's going to be a problem.
No.
They can still bring her in.
Right. Might be a great way to backdoor the Inhumans into the franchise.
Back in. I'm like, oh, we already got it. We can do this now.
I think what most of the problem was is that they
did the IMAX thing.
No. The problem was they tried to make it like the comic book, and Inhumans tried to be grandiose and Shakespearean and very dramatic, and they aimed for that same feeling for the Inhumans, and they nailed it.
They did.
It is super Shakespearean, but the typical comic book fan is going to hear that and go, "This is fucking boring." God. Ah. Damn it! Because like the comic show fans aren't the same ones that are comic book fans. They're not the readers of the group. You know, they're the viewers of the group. You know how I know? I'm one of them. But I'm also a reader of the comics as well. So it's like I
you can appreciate it more than
a typical viewer,
right?
Even though that's my preferred way of taking in comic book stories now is through movies. It's like, come on, man, we can do so much better,
right? And
Inhumans would make a better movie though, because their story, if compressed down, fucking
or
what the hell is the name of the Rick and Morty team? The Avengers ripoff.
Oh, I know what you.
The Vindicators.
The Vindicators, yeah.
Yeah, if they just wrap it up Rick style, like he did with the Vindicators, because I think a lot of what was done in Inhumans could have been wrapped up in a couple weeks. Like they could have fit everything that they got in that first season into the movie, into a movie version, made it palatable for audiences because it would have been quicker paced, and still paid homage to the things that people would have, the comic book fans would have enjoyed.
Actually.
But to do a weird, crazy teaser with no, they should have done the first season, trim that story down to make it a good, coherent movie, and then start their fucking television show.
Maybe they could do it the other way around, though.
Start to do a television show.
Have the television show still count.
Well, yeah.
And then do movies.
Yeah, that's what that would be a great long-term plan, but anytime they mention frickin' Immortal or the Inhumans, that the fucking execs are going to go, well, that flopped the last time. We're not going to want to use those assholes again. I mean, it flopped last time. I mean, but that was a TV series. And then there would be the argument, be like, no, but it was a TV series. If it was compressed down and the story was more coherent,
right,
less drawn out.
And that's a great argument right there. So I could actually see it working that way.
Oh, yeah. Dude, if any of these fucking corporate ass bags get off their fucking ass and watch the internet for a little bit and view us they'll have some great ideas. If you actually come to us, we're relatively cheap by comparison to other writers, and we will give you gold, guys.
Yeah.
Put us in that producer level where we just make the broad strokes of storylines, read the script, go, no, this is fuck, this is fuck, this is fuck, change it. Get us our like rewrite writing credit, because we could write the entire thing ourselves, but it would take forever because we would be like, no, it needs to be like this. You need to get a couple of guys.
Perfect.
You need to get a couple of guys that are professional writers, and then let us as fucking hardcore geek fans read over it and go, here's where
you fucked up,
where your mistakes are that'll just piss off comic book fans left and right. And I mean, you can keep all the shit, the changes as far as the stories itself goes, but it's the characters that people care about. Like,
right.
That's why I'm so, like, insulted with Rogue, because
right.
Jubilee is one of my favorite characters. I was born July 4th, she was born on July 4th. Like, I mean, there was just an immediate, I was just like, that's my favorite X-Men. Like, when I was little, I was just like, Jubilee's the shit. Shoot fireworks out of your hand? Come on, that's badass. And to see that story basically bastardized onto Rogue, whose story I fucking love. Fucking Rogue's got the darkest fucking history, and they should have just been like, well, we don't have access to Captain Marvel, so let's not do Rogue. Let's just make Jubilee white, or an Asian-born American, or American-born Asian. I mean,
and that's what she is.
Yeah, she's an orphan, for fuck's sake. That's the entire point. Like, it made more sense for her to be on the run and on the road, for Wolverine to find her.
Actually, she was adopted.
Yeah, and
by
white people. Yeah, dude, they could have kept everything the same and just made Rogue Jubilee like it should have been. Throw more into. That's the one other thing that bothered me is like to see basically Night of the Sentinels or Night of the Mutants, the first comic book. No, Night of the Sentinels. To see the first cartoon episode of the cartoon seriously bastardized. I'm just like,
yeah,
really, you had a perfect script in front of you guys, and you fucked it up. Like, it was perfect. It introduced every character perfectly.
And technically, we wouldn't have to say anything about Captain Marvel for a while.
No, you could just have Rogue be there and with her powers, and those who are comic book fans would know what her powers consist of and how she got them, but you don't have to talk about it until it's all under one roof.
Right.
Because everybody knew. When X-Men came out under Fox, everybody's just like, what the fuck? Why does Marvel not have their own movie division by now? This is fucking crazy. Then when Disney picked up Marvel and like, we're making Marvel movies now, bitches. Like, as soon as Disney
MCU.
Yeah, as soon as Disney picked up Marvel, I'm like, oh, dude, X-Men are coming. They're gonna get a hold of the X-Men someday. They have to. Like, every fan's been clamoring for this fucking moment that we're getting. And so many people are gonna be just like sorely disappointed because it's not gonna be what they expect.
Right.
See, what I'm thinking is the second Infinity War story, they're going to call Avengers vs. X-Men. And somehow like bastardize that comic book run in order to bring everybody back. Instead of her wishing for all the mutants to come back, she just wishes for everybody that Thanos destroyed to come back.
Well, right, because Gamora has to come back too.
Right. Everybody has to come back. Fucking... Like, we know Hawkeye's leaving, but he's basically retired anyway. We know Ant-Man's fucking stuck in the fucking quantum realm. Which I'm trying to think, there's another character that's derived from the quantum realm, isn't there? Might that be where that third Ant-Man movie goes, or where like something in there fucking...
Maybe, I don't know.
We might get to see Doctor Doom finish off Thanos. Dude. Like, that would be a great turnaround, not for just the character of Doctor Doom, because it's not really a turnaround. Doctor Doom doesn't want to see the Earth destroyed or any of its people. He just wants to rule them.
Yes.
Which is totally fair. Like, I get it. I totally get it. Because, well, I do the same. But still.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing illegal in that. I want to rule the world. I believe in totalitarianism, I think is how it's pronounced.
Yeah.
As long as I'm the one that's in power. You know why? Because I just want people to leave me the fuck alone. Like, and that's what I would tell everybody. Like, okay, here's the rules that we live by. Leave people the fuck alone. If they didn't do anything to you, don't do anything to them. If they hurt you, fucking shoot them. Done. We're good. Go. Golden. Oh, justice system? What justice system? You can't find justice yourself? Jesus Christ. What the hell happened in the Wild West? Like, people are too lazy to get in their fucking car, go down the road and beat someone's ass to hurt their fucking family? What the hell? Justice can be found without fucking police and judges and government, and it's really easy. We just got lazy.
Alright, so...
Ooh, we're running long. Kinda.
Yeah, kinda. What do you want to do for picks?
God. That's rough. Well, with Disney and Marvel, we know them getting together. What television shows would you like to see come out of this?
From either...
From like Avengers, X-Men, Fantastic Four, like all the universes. What characters do you... Better yet, what characters would you like to see in live action form?
Live action form TV?
TV, movies, live action form. Because the TV and movies of the MCU are pretty much on the same par.
Alright, you want to go first, or...?
Yeah, I'm going to start with Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
He's quintessential to the Infinity Gauntlet story, right up there with Adam Warlock, so that would not be a bad...
I agree with that. Silver Surfer. I'd actually... You know what character I'd like to see... Actually, see... in live action form.
Vanisher?
Galactus.
Oh, yes.
That was a fucking tease and a half.
God, that was a tease and a half. That was a total tease and a half.
That was a bitch. You just fucked me up. I wanted to see Galactus the whole movie.
Right? Like, it's the Rise of the Silver Surfer. Like, every comic book fan's going, Galactus is coming, Galactus is coming.
There's big... where the hell's Galactus?
It's a cloud! This is bullshit! I want my money back. Oh, wait. I'm watching this on DVD that I rented fine.
It was actually a decent movie.
Oh, it was great. Both the Fantastic Four movies were great. Now, that's for my second pick. I'm just going to flat out blanket state. I just want to see a new Marvel-helmed Fantastic Four movie. My only request is please bring back Julian McMahon as Dr. Doom. That's all we need.
He's great.
He's phenomenal.
He is a phenomenal actor.
Yeah, he is to Dr. Doom what Ryan Reynolds is to Deadpool. He embodied that character so perfectly, like that smugness of like, I'm better than you, I can rule you. I'm not smug, I'm just an asshole. Like, I'm a down-to-earth asshole, but I'm just an asshole.
Right.
I'll tell the worst fucking jokes, and everybody's just like, what is wrong with you? You say the word just darkest things, and I'm like, yeah, well, dark humor is a lot like food. Not everybody gets it.
Right. So that's your second?
Yeah, just Fantastic Four. I'd love to see a Fantastic Four movie.
Alright, so my second.
And if you have anybody specifically in mind for the characters, feel free to throw that down as well.
Gambit.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I want to see a great Gambit. The only problem is the guy's too old now.
No, I got the perfect person.
Well, I got some people in mind for it.
I've been looking at him, like I've been watching the show again. I've been flipping through the DVDs, watching Supernatural again. Jared Padalecki. How did we miss that? He's fucking tall, got that chiseled face, he can hold the fucking long hair, look really well, put that cowl on him, the fucking face cowl on him, dude, leather duster.
I
go to
really
a fucking...
see,
have him just hang out in fucking Louisiana.
I'm going to have to look this up.
Big Easy? Oh.
Yeah, that's my problem is...
The dude's too old.
Too old. But no, I had to look it up. And you can pick your last one, Wally.
I will have to go with...
What the hell is the name of that?
I will have to go with... This is a rough one, because... There's so many people I want to see in live action form, but I just... To pick is kind of difficult. What the fuck?
This dude. Alexander
Skarsgård, yeah.
I could see him
He'd be a great Gambit.
As Gambit.
True Blood?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen him, yeah. He would make an excellent Gambit. I know a lot of people would be on board with that.
He True Blood, Stray Dogs, Michael. Wasn't he in like not Jungle Book, but Tarzan?
Tarzan. Yeah, he's probably in that Tarzan remake.
Tarzan. He was John Clayton.
Nice. This is God dang. This is a really tough one. I'm gonna have to go with fuck. So many good ones. He's always on my lists when it comes to people like, who's your favorite comic book characters? And Morph, just Morph.
All right.
Like, and people are like, oh, that's just Mystique. I'm like, no. Morph is sarcastic, and I'm not talking the Changeling Morph. I'm talking from the cartoons. Yeah, I know it's supposed to be the same guy and whatnot, but the character and attitude are completely different.
Actually, no, they redid it.
Oh, did they bring the comic book version around to be Morph? I know that they called him Changeling when he was under Sinister's control in the cartoons. Like, that's how it was.
They brought him back to life.
Yeah.
For Exile.
Okay.
And he was the Morph that you know from the comic. Or the cartoon.
Nice. Because I've always dreamed of seeing that version of Morph, Gambit and Wolverine, doing like a road show, kind of. Like a road, you know, like the Brian and Stewie Road episodes of Family. Right. Like those three guys just on an adventure. Actually,
pretty sure it was... The Exiles consists of like Sabretooth, the Wild Child.
Yeah, the Exiles was another Wolverine team, wasn't it?
No, it didn't have Wolverine. It had a bunch of
Blink, Wolvie, Blink, Nocturne, Morph, Thunderbird, Mimic, Magnus.
I always liked Mimic.
Right.
But he wasn't a mutant.
Mimic. No, not a mutant. Deceased after being... Oh, right there. Never mind. Fuck that. Proteus. I would love to see Proteus as a villain in a fucking movie, dude. God, his powers would be so amazing now. Right. With like Inception and Doctor Strange, how they were able to just fucking warp your mind visually. It's just like, dude, Proteus would be... Dude, they could definitely get a good rated R movie out of Proteus.
Right. It'd be Fox.
Right.
Because they're going to try to fly everything
R-rated under the Fox banner. And then Walt Disney will be the family-friendly PG-13. Which makes perfect sense. If you're buying a movie division that is notorious for dark, gruesome, R-rated movies, you stick with that banner. You just fly with it.
Right.
Pull all the kids stuff from that was on Fox to
you put
Disney.
Put like X-Men and stuff over.
I would really like to see, because Fox was the ones that I think they helped get Gargoyles made to begin with. It was Fox and Disney.
Right.
And then Disney got bought out by ABC, and ABC wanted Gargoyles for themselves, so they took it. And but no, now that Fox and Disney are together, I would like to see Gargoyles done properly.
Exactly. I'd love to see that done. A lot of people would love to see that done properly. So my last one. Tough.
I know, it's fucking hard. And now they're just coming to me left and right. I'm like, oh, they make great villains. Oh, they make great villains. Oh, they're a great fucking hero.
Oh, shit. I just went blank on it for a second. I had it and gone.
Now, if you're playing the drinking game at home, every time we say you take a shot.
No, it's bottom.
I know it's bottom. I'm talking about us. We a lot, so.
Bottom.
Bottom! For those of you who don't know How I Met Your Mother, please go watch How I Met Your Mother. It is worth your time.
I like the later seasons better. By the way, yeah. I thought they were. It got better as it went, in my opinion.
Dude, this is probably going to make the episode a little long. While you're thinking about your thing, I found a little bit more out about the our little theory about how Harold and Kumar led to Cobra Kai getting made. With the How I Met Your Mother connection of Barney Stinson and whatnot.
Right.
Did you know that Neil Patrick Harris and William Zabka used to hang out in the 80s?
Oh, it doesn't surprise me.
Fucking Doogie Howser and Johnny Lawrence. All right, now tell me that you wouldn't expect Johnny Lawrence, the guy that plays Johnny Lawrence, to be fucking talking about this shit to Neil Patrick Harris, going like, "I'm gonna be ever remembered as the bad guy, man. Like they're gonna hate me." But I see it from this point of view, and like he says that to Neil Patrick Harris, and Neil Patrick Harris like meets these two writers that are just complete Karate Kid dorks, and he's like, "Yeah, I know William Zabka," and fucking blah blah blah, and fucking spills them the story, and they're like, "This is fucking genius, this is fucking genius."
Right.
And he uses it for How I Met Your Mother, and those guys are like, "Hey, can you introduce us to Bill Zabka? Because we want to make a Cobra Kai series." And I know none of this for certain, but it's just like I can already visualize how it went down. Like all the connections are there.
Like I said, 2009. That was before the last Harold and Kumar movie.
Yep.
That episode
aired. Yeah, it makes perfect sense. And considering both of those writers worked on all of the Harold and Kumar movies with Neil Patrick Harris, come on,
everything adds up. I
don't know the inner workings. I would love to get any of those guys on the podcast just to get the story on how the hell Cobra Kai got made. I ought to fucking try and reach out to Bill Zabka and be like, "Yo, dude, we'll let you read your poetry on the show if you at least fucking tell us what the hell, how the hell this show came to be." Because, dude, loved it. I loved it. I still rave about it, and I actually just watched it again for the third fucking time. I'm like, this is such a well-written show.
Yeah.
So you come up with somebody yet?
I want to see Dark Phoenix done right.
Alright, that'd be fucking great. I would love to see that whole... Yeah.
I want to see both.
The
Phoenix Saga and the Dark Phoenix Saga.
Right.
Two separate movies.
Of course. Could even back-to-back them, but that would be kind of dumb. You do Phoenix first, let her be Phoenix in a couple of the movies and whatnot, have that full range of power, and then kind of takes over. Which they kind of are doing now, because they brought her in on the last one, and she's clearly Phoenixing out.
I'd rather do the whole space.
Oh, yeah. That's...
Phoenix. Or she's the guardian of the Alchron Crystal. Which... Somebody explained this to me. The whole universe is contained in the Alchron Crystal. That is inside the universe.
Yeah. Marvel Comics!
Nah, I don't get it. How does that make sense?
It really doesn't. Well, unless it's like the universe being a hologram projection from the center of that crystal makes the universe, which makes the crystal, which makes the universe, which makes the... It makes no fucking sense. There's no way to get around it, guys. I'm sorry. You've got a point there. There's just no way to it.
Right. Alright, so... but I'd like to see at least the Dark Phoenix done right.
Right.
But I'd like to really see the Phoenix turn into the Dark Phoenix.
Yeah.
And not Jean Grey.
Right.
Jean Grey, in my mind, is not the Phoenix.
That was about the best part of that original trilogy, is they nailed that sequence of her getting fucking encapsulated in water and then somehow making a mysterious comeback and then being the Phoenix. Like, they had all the seeds planted right there.
They had,
but then they did X3 and fuck it up by having her be Phoenixed out as a child, and Xavier and fucking Magneto find her like, we gotta contain that power. And it's like, well... That's kind of right, but she wouldn't have phoenixed out the whole... No, she has to watch her friend die and then fucking die with her friend a little bit because of the mental connection she had with him, and then when she dies that little bit, the Phoenix Force sees her, you know, and starts its journey across the fucking galaxies to infuse with her soul, or, you know, infuse with her body and clone it and take that power.
Right.
Like,
Right,
there's
so-
a huge arc that just never gets explained
Yeah.
in any form other than the comic books. Like, everything just glosses over shit.
Like I said, I'd rather have as a different entity, not.
Right. You know what I would actually like to see live action wise? Just a full on live action X-Men TV series. I mean, they got so many
Right.
stories to tell. They could stay on for 30, 40 fucking years, rotating characters out, recasting, and nobody could
Actually-
care.
Actually, just start from the beginning.
Yeah, yep. Just grab from the get go and roll. Teenage versions of...
Might compress some issues together.
Right. Like, take the timeline that they have... Like, what you do is you do, like, the all-new X-Men style, where you have the regular X-Men start off, and then all of a sudden, like, in, like, the second, like, season, boom, the X-Men from the future jump back, and I'm like, shit went crazy in the future! And then you get to jump forward, you know, and then, you know, when they eventually all fucking work their way back, they're gonna have to, otherwise they wouldn't be there in the fucking long run.
Oh, but it'll... Dr. Henry McCoy says it'll fix itself. How the hell is that supposed to fix itself? You got fucking people from the past living in the present.
Right. In their future. With themselves. Fighting themselves. That makes no sense. Like, they, if anything, they should have, like, as much as I hate the movie, It's a Wonderful Life did. Brought them forward, showed them what was up, went back and be like, fucking fix it. And then they could have just picked up from there, from the all-new X-Men, from the 60s era,
So,
and then just told it over again.
Basically,
But yeah, just give me an X-Men story.
the X-Men versus, or X-Men Guardians of the Galaxy crossover series.
That'd be nice.
The
comic series? Yeah.
Comic series.
I'm just saying that'd be a good movie run, too.
It's the X-Men from the past
Oh, Jesus. With the Guardians of Now?
that are in the present,
Yeah.
and the council, like the council in space, decide to kidnap
The X-Men.
Jean Grey
Oh, Jesus.
for crimes committed
By the Phoenix.
by the Phoenix, though she's not become the Phoenix.
Okay. That's... Alright, whatever, guys.
So if you kill her, she can never become the Phoenix.
Then the crimes would never could be committed. Terminator paradox. That's what what on this show what we will refer to as the Terminator paradox, when like a story reaches a point where it just doesn't make sense
Because
something is lost.
actually, time travel is not possible because
We would already know by now.
not just that, but you always will run into that paradox like that.
Maybe.
Pretty much, you're gonna run into it.
At a certain point, yeah.
You breathe somebody's air, killing that person.
Right. You go back to the Old West and cough, and frickin' the Black Plague is re-released into the...
Right, it technically are weak diseases
Yeah.
are freaking stronger. Like our flu.
Right.
Most of us, a day, 2.
Yep. Back in the
But
day.
then it'd wipe out half the population.
Yeah. Yep.
Because diseases are so much stronger now.
Yep.
Our bodies are just used to it.
Yeah.
Alright, so we ran along.
Hope you enjoyed the extended episode. I know we did. This is one of the most random ass podcasts we've ever had. Like,
Share,
subscribe, comment,
like,
comment. Tell your friends.
Tell your enemies.
Tell your frenemies.
And
Until next time.
until next time.
Keep it random.
And peace!